Now I'm sitting in a car that I won't start. Maybe I got too much to say right now, like I'm paralyzed from the waist down.
Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video. So it's currently like 10:45. I literally have an hour and 15 minutes before my surgery, so I'm already starting to get ready. So I already have my hoodie on, and I have my surgical bra. This is the one I had to get from the mailbox. I do not particularly like this one because when you open it, it's like a little opening for the boob, but the opening for the boob is like so small. So I don't know if I really like this one at all. But it does have like the little bra straps where you're able to adjust them, so I really like that. Keep in mind, you guys, on the day of surgery you will have to remove your jewelry, so that's what I'm gonna do now. You cannot put any deodorant on, any lotion on, nothing. And then as of last night at midnight, I couldn't drink anything or eat anything after midnight, and I can't eat anything this morning. So when I got up this morning at about 8, my throat is really dry, like really dry. So once I get out of surgery, I know the first thing that I'm going to be doing is trying to get something to drink because I'm dying. So how they explained it to me yesterday with surgery is I will, God, I can't get this off. I cannot get these last 3 nails off either. How they explained to me at my pre-op for surgery day is I would get there at 12. My surgery wouldn't technically be until 1. It takes about 45 minutes, and then I'll be out of recovery. Well, I'll be in recovery for an hour as well. Yeah. So just as an update you guys, in my last video with my pre-op, I kind of explained to you guys that I changed implants. So I am now getting silicone implants. I started off with saline. I am going with a 380 moderate profile. I will ask the doctor once I get there to ask him why I'm only getting moderate and not high profile, because I want a lot more projection as far as my boobs. But then again, he probably did moderate profile because he didn't want them to look really fake. So I'm going to ask him about that once I get to the surgery center. So you guys, after the fact, I still have my patch on. From what I read up on, you are supposed to keep the patch on for 3 days. So I'm going to keep my patch on, and where I'll be sleeping just yet, and I don't know how I'm going to be feeling like right after. So I will let you guys know. I will vlog on my way there. Literally, like I told you guys, the surgery center is literally 2 lights up from where I live. So it's not gonna take me long to get there, but I'll show you guys the facility, like walking in, and all of that great stuff. All right, you guys, so I just left my pre-op. My pre-op literally took maybe 5 minutes. The doctor did let me know that I did not have to get a band and put it around my chest because my muscles were too tight to start off with. But last night was really not that bad. I only had a few issues getting up off the couch, but after like the 3rd try, I was up off the couch by myself. And now today, pain is like at a 4. It's not pain, it's more so soreness, but I'm able to walk around and do everything I need to do now by myself. So I have to go back to another post-op in 2 weeks, which will be March the 19th, or I think it's the 18th. But yeah, so I'll give you guys an update. We're going to continue the vlog today. All right, guys, so I am in the pre-op room, and I'm going to turn it around so you guys are able to see what I'm about to do. All right, guys, so this is the outfit that I am wearing. Here's my sweatpants. I have on slides as they asked. I'm having to take all my clothes off, put them in a bag. They gave me these compression socks, these underwear, and this robe, and to put all of my other stuff in this bag right here. Yeah. Well, I will see you guys after. Alrighty guys, so that's it for this right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for my surgery, and I will see you guys after I'm done. Alright guys, this is the robe that I am wearing and the compression socks. But yeah, I'm ready, I'm excited. All right, you guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are doing, I would say, my 1 week post-op video, even though I'm like 9 days post-op. A lot has changed since my last video, you guys. Y'all will see bits and snippets here and there of my entire day. I tried to vlog it, but it was very hard to do. So let me tell you guys how everything changed, how my experience has been with the breast augmentation. Let me go ahead and start with a disclaimer. I am not promoting plastic surgery. This is something that I wanted to do for myself, been wanting to do it for quite some time. Finally, after 3 years of going back and forth with doing it, I finally did it, and I am happy with my decision. I'm going to tell you guys the things that most people do not tell you. When I watched a whole bunch of breast augmentation videos, no one said any of these things, and I'm going to let you guys know today. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So you guys, I had my surgery March the 3rd. I literally had my surgery 5 days after my consultation. For the most part, the pre-op was very easy. My pre-op took maybe an hour and a half at the most. Labs literally took 5 minutes. Here in Alabama, you do not have to get a physical unless you are an older individual, like in your 50s. Then you have to get a physical. So the day of my surgery was set for 12. I got there directly at 12. They took us into the waiting area and had us sign off on some papers, just saying, hey, she's going to be wearing a surgical bra when she gets out. When you get home, you need to make sure you take your medicine, no heavy lifting. Here's your post-op appointment for the next day, and so on and so forth. My mother was there with me. So after that, they took me back to the room and she had me change. I will insert footage there. I had to strip down completely, put on like this black little cloth set of underwear. I didn't have anything on my chest, and they had me in a robe with my compression socks. At that point, the nurse came in and she did prick this arm. I think I still have the prick like right there on my hand. She tried to prick me and do an IV. It did not work out. So the anesthesiologist did come in. First, Dr. Schaefer did come in. He came in with 2 implant sizes. He came in with a 380, which that is originally what I was going to go with. But he also brought in a 415. Keep in mind, you guys, I did change my implant type and my size last minute. I called them the day before. So my price for my breasts originally was $4,500. That was for saline implants, and that was going to be a 390 cc. I called back the day after and asked them what the price difference was if I went with saline. I'm going to explain to you guys why I made the change to saline instead of silicone. So I called in. They're like, hey, it's going to be $750 difference. You will have to pay that out of pocket. I did finance my breasts. I did not pay full out like I could have 2 years prior to that. I paid full out at Head and Plastic Surgery and just decided to not do it because I looked up some things and I was just too scared and listening to what other people say. If you want to do something, do it for you. Do not let anyone influence you and be like, oh, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do that? If it's something that you want to do, go ahead, do it. Don't let anybody discourage you because it's your body and you need to be happy with your body. So I asked her, hey, if I wanted to do a revision 2 years later, if I decided I did not like the saline, how much would it be for the silicone? She was like, it's going to be $5,000. So I was like, do I want to go pay $5,000 2 years later, or do I just want to go ahead, bite the bullet, and pay $750? I ended up paying $750, and it was too late for them to order my implants. So I had to get what was off of the wall. They gave me the option of $385 or $405. I picked $385. So the day of surgery, he came in with the $385 and the $415. And in my head, I'm always thinking, hey, every video I watch, the girls say, hey, go bigger. They wish they had went bigger because when they're swollen, they look really good. But once the swelling goes down, your boobs will look a lot smaller. So I ended up going with the $415. He marked me up and everything, and then the anesthesiologist came. You guys, they tell you not to drink anything 12 hours before your surgery. When you get there, it will be so hard for them to find a vein, or at least for me it was. He literally had to prick me twice. He had to numb me twice, and then he had to try to put an IV in twice because he could not find a vein in my arm because I was so dehydrated. So after that, we sit in there for about 10 minutes. I go into the operating room. They have me lay. I look up towards the ceiling, and like 2 seconds later, I'm out. At that point, I don't even remember getting in the car. All I remember is me making it home and trying to make it down the steps. So you guys, today is my 9th post-op day. I literally finally got up on my 8th post-op day. The reason why I picked silicone, you guys, is because there's a better warranty on your implants. I already have the Bliss Care, which covers me for the first year if I have capsule contraction or anything of that sort. But I wanted a little bit more security as far as my boobs. So I did end up going with the silicone, and they do feel, you know, very soft, even though they're 8 days post-op and they're still a lot hard and a lot stiff. It really was great. So they do provide you with volume, or at least here they did. They made you put a patch on the back of your ear the night before, and they give you volume, they give you promethazine, and they give you hydrocodone for your pain. I just weaned myself off of it day 8. I've been laying on the couch for the last 8 days. One thing that I am experiencing that no one talks about, it is in my definition called morning boob. If you guys do not know what morning boob is, honey, morning boob is when you wake up and your breasts are so stiff. Like, you have to sit there for 10 minutes, try to massage them because they're like glued to your chest. They're like bricks. So that happens to me every morning. And nobody tells you about that. I am in like a surgery group for girls with breast augmentations, and I've been asking, you know, is that normal? You know, so on and so forth. A lot of girls say that they do deal with that, but nobody talks about it in their breast augmentation video. So let's go over my stats one more time and how much I paid. Excuse my underarms, you guys. I was not able to lift my arms up until like today. So I'm going to shave up under my arms. So I can lift my arms up all the way up now without me having any issues. So I end up going with 415 cc's in both breasts. I do have silicone. I have moderate profile. I do not have high profile. One thing that I did learn from Dr. Schaefer, profiles are not based on how high or low your breasts are going to be. They are based on the width of your breasts. So my breasts before surgery were 13s. Then he had like this little tool that kind of measures your breasts beforehand. So I was 13 and I was like 7, and this one was a 6. So normally when I went to Dr. Hedden plastic surgery to Dr. Gunn, he told me that he would have to put one size and then a different size in this breast because it is smaller. With Dr. Schaefer, he put the same size in both breasts, and they seem to be doing fine. This one is sitting a little bit higher than this one is. Hopefully it'll drop, but the doctor is not even having me do massages, let alone wearing a band right now. So I go back to see him for my 2-week post-op, and that will be on the 18th, which is next Thursday. Well, this Thursday coming. But for the most part, you guys, I have not been able to drive, but I did end up changing my bra. The compression bra made it so much harder to breathe. Like, it really hurt when I was wearing my compression bra. So what I did was I went and got a different sports bra, and I took the padding out of it, and I was able to, I didn't lift it over my arms. What I did is very stretchy. So what I did was I put it from my legs up and pulled it up and did it that way, so that it'll make it easier on me lifting. So far, you guys, I really love my boobs. My boobs look amazing. I can't wait to see how they drop. But morning boob was something that I did experience. I did have to take a volume every morning in order to try to subside the feeling of that morning boob. For the most part, you guys, I slept on and off for the first 8 days. I did call myself trying to go out and about on day number 2. I was really not feeling that bad on day number 2. I had went shopping with my mom and all of that great stuff. We walked around the mall for a little bit, and I just started feeling like a heavy pressure on my chest. So when I get ready to go back to my post-op, I will be putting back on the compression bra that they did give us. Keep in mind, you guys, if you wear a small in shirts, you need to get a compression bra or a sports bra that is 1 to 2 sizes bigger. I got a small because I wear a small in everything, and we ended up having to purchase a compression bra once I got out of surgery because they were too small and my implants were so big and my chest was really swollen, so I could not fit into the small compression bras that I had bought, which I bought 3 of them. So that means that I wasted literally like $50 on bras that I can't even wear. So always go 1 to 2 sizes bigger, especially if you are getting, you know, any size 2 or 3 sizes bigger than the cup size that you currently are. They do say that you go up a cup size every, I would say, 200 cc's or 100 cc's. It just depends. That's how the doctor explained it to me. But I do want you guys to know what your profile is. Profile is the projection as well as the measurements of your current boobs. That is how they decide whether to put you high profile, moderate profile, or low profile. Because I did ask him when I got ready to go into my surgery, why I wasn't getting high profile, because I know everybody's getting high profile. And I'm like, why am I not getting it? And he's like, well, that's the width of your breast. We're gonna have to go with moderate profile because we do not want your boobs stretching out into your armpits. But I did let him know the look that I was going for. I did want more side boob, because I'm supposed to be getting liposuction later on. I would not recommend getting liposuction anywhere else other than Florida, honestly, unless they have 360 lipo, because lipo here in Alabama for Dr. Schaefer, he quoted me, I would say about at least $6,000 to $7,000 just to do lipo in like 4 or 5 areas. And literally, I wanted him to graft some of the fat into my hips because I have hip dips in my butt. So I look like square up and down looking forward, but I have a lot of butt projection from the side. And he wanted to charge me $4,200 just a lipo one area, and then it's $1,250 for every other area that he was supposed to lipo. So I am possibly going to Miami to get my liposuction because I'm not paying no $7,000 for no lipo, okay? But yes, you guys, that is my experience. I am waiting on my Opti recovery to come so that I can go ahead and recover better. But for the most part, you guys, I really love the girls. They are so pretty. I could not have gotten a better decision, and they're dropping nicely. So hopefully by the time I get ready to go to my next appointment, he will be telling me that I can do my massages, because as you guys can see, this one's higher than this one, or maybe it looks like that to me. I really don't know. But I've been trying to do my massages and looking up on YouTube how to do my massages. So with that being said, you guys, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. And make sure you look out for the parts of the video that I vlogged. Bye.